First, I'd just like to congratulate Dr. Abdul El-Sayed on his victory. He ran a campaign where it was best described by his words of money out of politics, money in your pocket, Medicare for all. And if those simple commitments and beliefs are what drives Representative Johnson to these kinds of conclusions, I think it shows you how deeply out of touch the Republican Party is with the concerns of working class Americans. Because what we have seen is, despite him facing more than $60 million in outside spending, he was able to prevail with a focus on a cost of living crisis and the way in which healthcare is exceedingly out of reach for those who have helped to make this country what it is.
So here's my question. Everybody wants to make it about Israel. My question is about what is the proper use of our tax dollars? I'm from Michigan, and here in Michigan, we got schools that can't afford to heat themselves in the middle of the winter. We've got roads that are crumbling, our literacy rates are tumbling, and people can't get healthcare. And you want to tell me that the best use of my tax dollars is to send them to buy a bomb or a tank for a country that's committing apartheid and genocide? Like, how does that make sense to me? How does that make sense to anybody in Michigan? The real question is about what should we use our money for? Now, it's a pretty crazy thing that a whole lot of people in Washington, D.C., from a whole lot of states that got a lot of similarities to ours, think that the best use of our tax dollars is to give bombs and tanks to a country that has universal healthcare and universal college. That doesn't make any sense to me. I want to keep my money here. I want to buy healthcare here. I want to buy schools here. I want to make sure that people can afford basic things here rather than sending my money over there.
Israel has killed over 47,000 children and women in Gaza so far. Israel has bombed and targeted every single one of Gaza's hospitals. It's killed over 1,700 Palestinian doctors and healthcare workers. It has imprisoned over 400 in what the UN now calls a medicide. These are the findings of our investigation that the BBC paid for but refused to show. But we refuse to be silenced and censored. And we thank you.